so this will probably be the last fall pruning video that I do. I did want to show you how I prune the drift rose, which is supposed to be kind of like the knockout roses in that they're supposed to be like kind of maintenance and very low maintenance roses. So I wanted to show you what they look like right now starting the fall season after the 120s and how I'm going to go about pruning. So this one's my drift rose, and this one, well, technically this rose right here is a separate, this one's another flower carpet rose. I think overall the drift rose, like, really I could probably get away without pruning this. I should just be cutting off this old stuff, getting rid of it, and then spraying the new stuff. But you can see this guy really does like to bloom. I really do like this, but yeah, these bugs, man, it got to them. But this looks really nice. This new cane right here is looking really nice. I'm not going to prune this. I'm going to leave this. This looks really good. And it's going the direction I want it to. So I am gonna prune this up. Again, I think if you have a drift rose or a knockout rose, if you wanted to be lazy, I really think you could, and it would look just fine, but I am going to tidy it up, shape it up a bit. So here's the before, and I will prune and show you the after. Okay, so like I said, these two bushes are kind of growing into each other, so I am going to separate them. Also, again, on this one, these that have grown like really close to the bottom, I do want to clean these up and take them off. That way I can rake up and that way I can rake up around this bush. This would be a very sad cut if I made this cut, because it's got new buds on it, and it's got a lot of buds. So I'm gonna leave that. And you may want to pay attention to when you're pruning, depending. If there are buds on it, you may want to leave it to bloom, and then once it's bloomed, maybe then you can come back and cut that particular stem. So I'm gonna make sure to leave that one. So here it is after. I probably went a little crazy, but I really like pruning. I pruned quite a bit off of this, I'm not gonna lie. You don't have to prune that much off of it. Like I said, I think if you wanted to be lazy and not prune at all, you probably could get away with it with this drift rose, but for me, what I want out of this bush is to grow kind of tidy, get a lot of growth down here off of the bottom here. These ground cover roses, obviously they're ground covers, so they like to put shoots out that kind of just like lay on the floor. I'm not a big fan of them because you can't get in and rake, or you can't get in to the base of the rose and try and fertilize. You can see in here where I've tried to put fertilizer down on this soaker hose, but it was very hard for me to get in there. So I think this is just a good opportunity to get in and rake everything up around it, all of the litter, clean it up, cut it back. Like I said, I didn't take this off because it was still blooming and it looked nice. The rest had some foliage from the summer that didn't look its best, so I just went ahead and took it off. And I did keep this really nice new cane. I love this. Don't ever cut a cane that looks like that. That's just beautiful. So, and the rest, like I said, it had some summer growth, and some of that did have thrip damage. So I went ahead and just trimmed it back. You probably could have trimmed maybe half of what I did. It's more gonna be your preference. So here's my drift rose again, maybe like a month later. You can see pruning it did, I think, help it look much better, younger, more youthful. Got some of the summer junk off. You can see a lot of new growth, new growth. And of course this is the one that I had left, or that was had been growing. So this stalk had been growing when I was pruning, and I saw that it was a brand new shoot, so I left it. So obviously it is now blooming, and I really do like how this blooms. It blooms in like big clusters. So you can see down here, it just puts out a lot of buds in one space and blooms in really nice clusters. And you can see where the new growth is. We've got all of those blooms. So overall, I think we did a good job pruning. Even though I pruned it a little much, I think it really did help.